my talk for this seminar is it's understanding everyday designing behavior. This is based on a recent study done with one of my PhDs. Let me introduce myself. My name is Chajoong Kim. I'm working in Department of Design, UNIST. It's located at Ulsan, South Korea. The overview of today's talk covers the phenomenon of everyday design, which is called ED, everyday designing, and then I will also talk about conceptual frameworks of this everyday designing behavior, and next, I will also tell more about the two studies I conducted with my PhD, and then the findings and limitations, and the last words will be about my future plan regarding this everyday designing behavior. Okay, so let me start my talk from this photo. If you look at this picture, it's about a bin. It's actually the trash bin in my office, but I use this CD. Actually, CD is not used anymore because of the digital, streaming music service. So I use this CD because I don't like to throw this away, because I just use this CD for the cap of the trash bin. And also these pictures are all taken by myself. This was also another example. Actually the table is called, it's the table is not the table itself. Actually it is originally it is we call it pallet. I don't know how you call it, but it's wooden pallet for exporting some products. So usually products located on this plate, and then it was put in the container. Then it's delivered to the other countries. So this wooden pallet is not for this kind of table, but it's in a place. This pallet is used differently. I mean, from the original purpose of the product. Now it's table. And you can see me here. I think this was taken in Milan, I think. So what I like to show in this picture is the 50% discount. To tell this discount to the customers, the outside of the shop, they use this the adhesive tape. Is this tape? It's the tape. Adhesive tape is not originally used for this kind of the making numbers or letters. But this is also very interesting case to me. I mean, why this adhesive tape is used differently. And also, this is very Korean. I'm not sure whether you are familiar with this kind of product. It's a kind of traditional product. It's called bamboo wife. So this now it functions as like lighting cover. How do you call it? Lighting something. So, but originally this is bamboo wife. So the Korean people, I mean, long times ago, they use this the bamboo wife as their kind of how can I say this one? This is kind of thing they sleep together. I mean, it is made of bamboo, so it's very good, especially during the summertime. The summer in South Korea is very hot and humid. So by hugging this kind of bamboo wife, then it's really the people can sleep well during the summertime. So anyhow, this kind of traditional product is used for lighting decoration. So it's also it's not originally designed for this purpose. And this is also Korean case. If you look at this is the like gas station in South Korea. So if you look at this SK blah blah blah, this is kind of disposable plastic cup. So, but it is not for holding the liquid in the cup. This is now used for holding the vinyl gloves, like a disposable glove. So in the gas station, so people like to have their hands clean after fueling. So anyhow, this cup is also to me is interesting case. And this picture was taken in my lab, and these students they use the how to call it the rope, the rope to the wire to adjusting the height of the blind for the holding or hanging their umbrella. So this is also interesting. And also you can see me in this picture as well. So it's actually the basketball is not for this kind of door, the hand, how do you call it, kind of handle for the door, but in this shop, because this is kind of sports shop selling sports shoes and also sports gears, but they use this kind of basketball for the door handle. So it's also quite interesting to me. And this is a picture taken from the how do you call it, the paper bill. So, but usually in the bill, then it says you order this, and then the total amount of this. But in this example, it includes also the password for opening the toilet, because sometimes toilet is get mess when it's just fully opened. So many coffee shops, cafe, and they have this kind of lock system. So and also they provide these Wi-Fi passwords for their customers. I mean, it is not originally for this kind of function, but it was also interesting. And this is actually taken from my home, and I purchased this bottom wine cooler made of plastic in Denmark, because Bodum is a Danish company. So, but my wife used this wine keeper holder, how to call it, wine cooler, for the keeping my daughter's the hairbands. It's really it has the round shape, and then it's best place to keep my daughter's the hairband. Okay, so this is kind of last example. So I took this one at a kind of a Korean alcohol brewery. So they, but this kind of the, how to call it, pot is not for the holding umbrellas, but they use in different way, which was quite interesting. Okay, so this kind of behavior, I mean, the people actually they redesign existing product for different purpose. So this kind of phenomenon has been called in many different terms. For example, the Alexander in 1964, he called this kind of behavior as self-conscious culture. And Brandes in 2008, he actually also called or defined this kind of behavior, unintended design. And in 1999, Uridas he called bricolage design, and other people also call it DIY communities and sustainable design, etc. So yeah, it's actually we thought this kind of behavior was not well defined. So then we define this kind of people's behavior as everyday designing. So we call it ED. So use actively adjust to everyday situation with an act of creativity that entails the repurposing and resourcing of existing products. So like the picture you see here, the pot here, the how to call it? It's water cook. So this is used for the plant kind of pot for flower, and the unused tire. Because of the it's worn out, so it's also used for the plants, and also the just bottles can be used kind of this kind of flower base. So this is why I just explained why I was so much interested in this kind of phenomenon, and we defined this kind of phenomenon as ED, and we actually made a conceptual framework for this behavior. So yeah, for example, I would say, can you see the curves? I hope so. So this is the person is actually they when they make a decision whether they like to repurpose an existing product. But then there are four the factors which influence the decision. Like the person is motive and use characteristics, use context and product cues. And motive is why they repurpose the product. There are four reasons. This first is aesthetic reason, aesthetic appeal, because they think this would make a certain interior at their home is better in terms of aesthetic, and economical saving, because sometimes this buying something for temporary purpose is costly, so they just like to repurpose existing products to deal with that kind of problem. And also environmental benefits it's about sustainability and just the intrinsic enjoyment. Some people just do it because this is fun. And also user characteristics, we believe it's influenced their repurposing intention, like maybe the female, male, there might be difference, and also the people who is very skillful in dealing with technology, they might prefer to this kind of the repurposing. I don't like to explain this framework so detailed, but then also we believe it's context influence the decision, and also product cue. The cue of the existing product. There can be form, of the product and material, and manipulability and graphic sound. This also can trigger the decision of repurposing. And then, when they make a decision, and okay, I will do repurpose this product. Then what they do is what they usually do is we call it appropriation. So there are 3 levels of appropriation. It's as is, as they don't do anything, just repurpose as it is. And remake, I will explain later, but remake and remanufacture is this. Remanufacture is more, it's what completely take them apart and then assemble it for you purpose. And then when a product is repurposed, then also there are also other factors which are related to the everyday design behavior. This is about functional transformation and functional continuation. I will just explain next slide. So this is an example of the product cues. So sometimes the person just make a decision of repurposing the existing product because of the form. Because form gives some idea how to be used in different way, and sometimes it's material, and sometimes also graphics. You see here, and because for the material, and actually a person is not so rich enough to buy you a chair, and the existing chair was not fit in her kind of body dimension. So what she did is actually put the disposed paper, newspaper, on the stack the newspaper on the chair, and then that way she was able to comfortably sit on the table. Okay, anyhow, and this is shows the actually the 3 level of appropriation. So as easy it's just people don't do any processing. They use as it is. For example, if there is egg box, they like this case, they just use it for the ketchup or mayonnaise holders in the refrigerator. And remake is kind of changing the functions of the original products through the simple crafting, just not change too much, but just adding simple crafting. They change it to different products. And remanufacturing is totally, complete reorientation of the original product through high level of expertise. So because for this remanufacturing, so people need some level of expertise for the material and for the structure of the existing product. And functional transformation, and is the people actually they don't do anything. I mean, that's called original products. I mean, TV is TV, but if they like to add some functions, what they can do is main function of the TV is still retained, but target is slightly changed. I mean, in a way of adding some features. And changed function is the main function is totally changed. Like this TV became aquarium, for example. Okay, so I spent too much for explaining the conceptual framework. So why I'm doing this? Because the sustainability is quite important. Also, this is kind of something we have to aim as designer, because we can, if we consider sustainability, we can increase the longevity of the product life, and also if we provide some knowledge about this kind of everyday design behavior, the designers can broaden their role in the circular economy. I mean, in a way to help users pay more attention to sustainability. Okay, so I conducted 2 studies. The first study was about because I didn't have any idea about the ED, because I just found some interesting cases. The first study was about what the characteristics of ED is, and what characteristics of the products attract users to carry out ED. So the method I conducted a photo inventory analysis. So for several years, I collected many cases from 5 different countries, and the case became like 246 cases, so much. So we analyzed the cases. So this is all the we believe is the cases designed by just people, normal people. So we analyzed the type of, in terms of the product type, and the original products. The left the chart shows the percentage of original products. So in terms of the product type. So yeah, many of them are tools and electronics and some are storages and etc. And actually uh, the examples, but the 246 cases were kind of the products after everyday designing. So the right chart shows actually the percentage of the everyday product in terms of the product type. So if you see here, the tools are similar, but still actually decoration takes large portion of the cases and storage, etc. So I would say from this chart, so there's most of the target product for ED is home products and simple and lightweight, and stationery and tools usually repurposed for storage and decoration. So this kind of brief result of the study. And also to understand the everyday designing behavior, we actually made this conceptual framework is in a simpler way. So if you see here, there is products designed by the designer, but when user was involved in everyday design behavior, they consider like product elements as trigger, and then they do something which is about level of preparation, and then the everyday design products also has some characteristics. I mean, in terms of the function change or not, and also the whether that change function is for permanent or for temporary. So this is kind of the variables we consider in this study, and then this shows the product element as trigger. So I mean, according to the analysis, actually the form is the form of the existing product was the primary trigger, and manipulability is also take the second percentage, not second, third one, and the material of the existing products also take the same percentage as the manipulability. Yeah, I just this is more detailed, but I'll just skip this one. It's too much. And also the physical distance, we call it. I mean, ED distance means the distance between how can I say this one? So originally, a product was designed by the designer. The product was designed by the designer for a certain space. For example, this is for kitchen. This is for garden. This is for sleeping room. But we compare the distance before the original place and the distance between the original the place originally designed and the place after everyday design. So if you look at the left chart, it shows the ED products. It's mostly the middle has to have the middle distance, which means it's somewhere between the outdoor and indoor, somewhere there. I mean, most of the ED products are used for that space. And a level of preparation, I told you there are 3 different levels. It's as is, remake, and remanufacture. So most of case is actually was found in remake. Remake means it's the simple crafting is added, not like the complete the disassembling. Okay, the result and discussion. Yeah, and ED function after their ED, how the function was changed. So function, there are two types of the function related characteristic. One is the function addition, and the other is the function change. I mean after ED, so compared to the original product, so the function change is much more observed than a function addition. So, and also the among this function addition and change, the change function is usually for permanent purpose, like not just the temporary. And in many cases, it's for the permanent function, like the crux part for the plants. The example of the far right one in the pictures. Okay, so from study one, actually, we was able to find actually the affordance is quite important. I mean, what kind of affordance is dominant in facilitating ED behavior, and also we were able to know the why they did this kind of the everyday design activities, and also some other issues. So we could understand the whole interaction in this context. So because of the time limitation, I will skip the study 2. Then is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Because I'm using too much time. Yeah. So then I will just skip second study. Then so from my studies, and I was able to draw some conclusions, like affordance of the original product is quite important. I mean, affordance, it means it's the form is actually the form and materials are very dominant. I mean, in trigger everyday designing behavior. And also there are hidden cues of original products. I mean, for example, we usually think is the material form and manipulability is quite dominant in facilitating ED behavior, but actually sometimes sounds from existing products is also, it can be used for repurposing the existing products. And so we believe if we provide this kind of the picture of how people do this ED behavior, everyday design behavior, then I think the designers, I mean design practitioners, they can better understand the user's perspective, and also they can design better in a way to facilitate more sustainable product use. And yeah, so future studies about the influence on how the user characteristics and also context influence the behavior of everyday designing. That is what we plan to do for next study. And we really like to contribute to our material culture by facilitating users to repurposing used products through this everyday design behavior. And the last slide is actually from one of my colleagues' work, and he designed this one. It's called the toy box. So the UN they often send kind of some essential things for African people, African countries, So when they send it, then usually the boxes usually is just dumped. I mean, because it just say UN, that's all. But this guy, my colleague, redesigned the box. I mean, after the unboxing, this box can be used for kind of a toy, like kids can take some pieces, from the boxes and they can assemble it. Then they can make some kind of animal. They can make something they like to build. So this is kind of the future I like to see. I mean, through this everyday design behavior. So that's all. Sorry for this long talk. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.